Hey YouTube, Untamed here. Today we're going to talk window tint. I wanted to show you guys what the Land Cruiser and 4Runner officially look like with the new window tint on it, as well as the first time ever doing the eyebrow, or unibrow I should say, up top, the visor strip. So it's the first time I've ever done that. It's taken some getting used to. I know some of you, I had kind of posted a photo about it not too long ago, and a lot of you really like that and have grown used to it and won't have another vehicle without doing that, whereas right now I'm in that position where I'm trying to get used to it, if I'm being honest. But I think it is something that I will grow to appreciate, especially my wife. She is always putting down her sun visor within the vehicle, so I know she will definitely grow to like it. But that's not exactly what we're going to talk about. So I'm going to show you the tint, of course, and I want to show you the difference between a job well done versus a cheap job. And I had debated on sharing this with you because I know for a fact I'm gonna get the flack like, wait, you spent how much on these vehicles and then you cheap out on the window tint? So I'm normally not one to cheap out on things. I am a firm believer of you do get what you pay for, but with window tint I've rolled the dice before, and more often than not, I've lucked out. I've gotten people, I just do quick reviews online, see what people say about a company, and I go off of that, base my decision. This particular time, I didn't do too much homework at all. As you guys know, we're just moving into our place here, so I don't know, I didn't divest as much time as I normally would, and I'm new to the area. I'm new to Maryland, so I don't really know what the good areas are, the good shops are. So I just kind of punched it in, what was the one closest to me, and I went to that one. And it didn't look like it had bad reviews per se. I'm not going to say the company name, but it didn't look like it had bad reviews. But I don't know. When I got there, I should have listened to my gut and left. Because I got there and it felt like a very rushed chop shop kind of a feel. You get there and, like, for example, they didn't do appointments. You got to show up, first come, first serve, and they just kind of they run the cars through like an assembly line. They have like a team of 9 guys back there just kind of slapping it on real fast. It definitely didn't look like a place with attention to detail, if I could speak. The bunch of shreds of tint absolutely everywhere on the ground. It's just kind of a dirty place, if I'm being honest. But I was already there. I didn't want to, waste more time on the endeavor. But a part of me was like, I should have left. But in retrospect, I should have gone to a different place. And I should have been red flagged by the price. This was by far the cheapest window tint I have ever purchased. Normally speaking, it does depend on where you live. Of course, I don't totally quote me verbatim on this, but window tint should cost anywhere from, I would argue, maybe $300 to $450, depending on where you live. And of course, depending on the size of your vehicle. For a vehicle of this size, for like a Land Cruiser, I'd expect to pay right around $400 for it. For a quality window tint job, I'd expect right around $400. And again, there's it depends, a lot of variables involved. The type of tint is a huge piece of it, right? I've never been a window tint connoisseur or a window tint snob, so I never got into like the crystalline tint, the different very nice variants of it. I've always been pretty comfortable with like Suntech, right, or 3M. I've never had a poor experience when it came to like the type of tint. This particular company used 3M, according to them, and I don't know. So I'm going to show you here in a second. It is extra foggy. The actual tint itself, I'm hoping it'll go away, but it's been a while already. It's been over a week and a half for both of them. I've yet to kind of clean it for the sake of just making sure that it is settled before I start cleaning on the inside. So when I show you here, you might see some streaking. But the most important thing is the price I paid. So it was almost too good to be true, $200 for the group here, for both of these here. Normally I think they charge $220 or $240, one of the two. So already really cheap. But because I was bringing them 2, they're like, oh yeah, we'll take $200 for each. So that should have been a red flag, absolutely. Let me show you. I'll hop in the Land Cruiser first. I'll show you some of the poor workmanship in here, okay? So I'll get in. I'll shut the door to give you a good idea what it looks like. So this is what it looks like in here. It is 20% window tint, so 20% on the sides. Granted, the back glass of nearly every modern vehicle is always a little darker, just, you know, stained a little bit darker from factory. And I purposely have them just do 20% over that. So technically speaking, it's a little bit darker than 20 in the back glass here, back glass side, and of course all the way around the back. So it's probably closer to 5% in that back glass window. But this is what it looks like. So not bad, obviously, during the day. At nighttime, it is a little dark. But I've always kind of gotten used to this, honestly, over the years, and all my vehicles have had window tint on, so I've gotten pretty used to it. But this is kind of like your field of view. I'm gonna bring it back. So this is kind of like, no kidding, what it looks like, right? So not too bad, but again, this, I don't know. I think you either love it or you hate it. And right now, I don't love it, but I think maybe in time it will become something that I appreciate. So you guys tell me what you think. But let's look here. You can probably already see it, but like, look at this. Big old gap right here. And on my drive home, this whole flap, this whole piece right here, this section was like hanging down. It was like flapping down right here. So I had to like get up there and try to like get it all flattened. But again, if you're going to a really good window tint shop, that stuff does not happen. I've already taken care of a couple spots of it, but you can kind of see, you're not going to be able to see it too well, guys, but I'll try to show it to you. You can kind of see it there. See like that cut there? This is small stuff right here, but I'll show you the bigger thing here in a second. But like cuts like that, especially on the 4Runner over there, there's a lot of like edgy cuts on this front window strip, the visor strip here. Which I think is just sloppy. But again, you get what you pay for. So I paid $200 for this, so I can't be, I can only kick myself, right? Let me show you the back here. Actually, let me show you this first. Lock it first. Check this out. You see that? So this is that's pretty poor workmanship. So you get this huge gap. This is the window right here, right? So you get this huge gap. I don't know. So I noticed that the other day. I was like, oh my god. So, but you know, they warranty their work, right? They let you come back anytime. But again, you're wasting more of your time to go back in there. So every Monday and Tuesday you can go back into this place, and those are their correction days. The fact that they have correction days should have been another red flag, right? I knew that as I was dropping it off. Mondays and Tuesdays are their touch-up days. If a window tint shop has touch-up days dedicated in their schedule, again, that's not a good thing at all. I'm gonna turn it on. I'm gonna roll down the window. Let's see what it looks like. See this? This is not. I'll turn it back off. So this is not a good job. So as you guys know, for the folks out there who are in the window tinting business, I mean, this should be, let me shut this, sorry. This should be flush right up against the edge of the window. Whereas you got a pretty sizable gap right here, you can see. And on the 4Runner, I think it's even a little bit worse. I'll show you that. But then I'll show you the super white 4Runner TRD Pro and just show you the difference there. That one was done very well. But again, I paid $350 for the white one here. So 3M tint as well, so I wasn't like bent out of shape by the fact that the company used 3M here, because I think they did a good job on that one. I'll show you that. One thing that should have been another red flag to not bring back the Land Cruiser. I did the 4Runner first over there. The entire side of the vehicle, the Lunar Rock, was just covered in fluid, right? And their cleaning material, whatever. They were very sloppy. The entire doors had just had drip marks, pouring down the side, a lot. I'm talking a ton, just all over it, where you had to go home and immediately wash it. Otherwise, it would just look awful. So, again, another red flag. I'll show you what the 4Runner looks like for fun. So I guess pretty similar then to the Land Cruiser there. This gap, and I'll show you on the white one. Again, this shouldn't be there, but that's what you get for $200, I suppose. So definitely not impressed. So this one I peeled a couple of them, already kind of cut them afterward, but there were a lot more edges to this window strip. I kind of peeled them. My fingernail kind of made them look a little bit more smooth, but there was a couple right here that I got rid of. But as you can, I don't know if you probably can't tell, but it really is a lot more, I guess, foggy looking. And that's normal, of course, right after you get your window tint. So perhaps after I clean it up in here, it might look better. But this is definitely the most foggy that my windows have ever been after window tint install. You know, a week and a half, coming up on 2 weeks later. So not impressed. But then again, let me clean it first and I'll give you the final judgment on that. So this is what it looks like. This kind of dips down into your field of view a little bit, and that's the part I just don't know if I like. Maybe it just tricks out my eyes a little bit. It's trying to look between the difference of that all the time. So again, I'm not sold on it just yet, if I'm being honest, but I'm trying to be open-minded. Worst case is I remove that. You know, given the quality of their workmanship, I could probably remove it just right now with my fingernail and pull it up. So we'll see. Let's go look at the final one here. It looks good though, right? So that's why I debated on sharing this with you, because when I do my videos, the vehicles look awesome. You know, you would never really know. But full transparency, you get to see what it looks like. All right, and again, I paid right around $350 for this one, which is normal for an SUV, I think. So super clear. I did not have the fogging issues, nowhere near as bad as I have in the others. So it kind of makes me wonder if they use quality tint or not. Turn this down. All right. So that, my friends, is what it should look like. It's right on the border is exactly what it should look like. Hey, Peanut. So, you get my point. I just wanted to share that with you. You get what you pay for.
Wow.
Peanut feature, guys. Sorry. She said she's gonna start kindergarten soon, and she looks beautiful. That's right. Buggy, do you want to do a feature? Do something cool, Buggy. Or pick your nose. You pick. Or chug. Okay. Alright, team. Well, there you have it. Again, this is 20% on the side here as well. 20% all around. This is just what it looks like. 20% on all of them. Alright. Okay, team. Well, there you have it. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you think I'm a total goober for cheaping out on something like window tint. You know, good thing is it is an easy fix. You know, I can go back to them too. I just don't know if I want to have them do touch-ups. I just don't know if I want them handling my rigs anymore. But let me know what you think. Let me know if you've had a similar experience before. But at any rate, appreciate you guys watching. Till next time.